All right, everybody, welcome back to Tourist and the Tour Guide. I'm here as always on a Friday night. My beautiful, amazingly intelligent, wise, beyond her years, and creator of life in her belly, my gorgeous wife.
Thanks, love. That was quite a entrance introduction. That's the
See? You deserve every word of it.
I love you.
I love you. How are you?
I'm doing good. I wanted to correct a statement you made that we're always here on a Friday night.
Oh,
Because we weren't here last Friday night.
that is true. And I just got a message to confirm that. And I don't think we're gonna be here every single Friday night like this. Because we're expecting a baby and things happen and there's a lot going on. So, but yeah, we're gonna try to do this as often as possible on a Friday. This is island time. We're here in Aruba. My beautiful wife made this by hand to let us know that we are always in Aruba, the most beautiful island in the Caribbean.
It's been a very dramatic week in Aruba.
That is, I wanted to go there. So one of the reasons why, we can't do this island time thing every week is because a lot happens. And a very, very good example of a lot happening was, like you said, this week.
Yep, we had a holiday that people celebrated that is probably quite terrifying to tourists. And honestly, we forget about it every year. So San Juan, when they burn things to restart or refresh their year, to burn away the bad, I guess, and start with only good.
Yeah, so we call it here Deragay. And Deragay it means to bury a rooster. And usually they dance around. Back in the days, used to be a little bit more morbid, but it was fine for that time. And they used to bury a rooster and then try to find it with a stick, and you get blindfolded, and then with the stick you dance and try to hit the head of the rooster, and that's how you knew you found the rooster. Nowadays they don't do that anymore, so PETA or all the animal places advocates, thank you, love. See, I told you she's intelligent beyond her years. But yeah, they use a plastic rooster nowadays. But they try to keep the culture alive by using these beautiful dresses and dancing around, and that is San Juan. In Aruba, they also call it Deragay. And they also burn stuff. So the other day, we're hanging out inside the house, everything is fine, and then we take the dogs out to go potty. And then no, you went to...
Our window was open in the bath.
In the bathroom, yeah. And you're like, dude, come here. And I'm like, what? And you're like, what is that? And I was like, oh my gosh, something is burning.
Yeah, and then we went outside and we could see the flames. We could hear the fire trucks because sometimes these get out of control. I think people usually try to keep them under control and then spray them off with their garden hose. But you heard tons of fire trucks that day just going around the island, and tourists didn't understand what was happening. But
And neither did we for a while because, like you said, we always, every single year, this happens every single year, we always forget. And then we're like, why is there smoke? Are there fires around? And then we're like, oh, yeah, San Juan.
Yep, every year.
So that happened. And then what else happened this week, my love?
Oh, well, I thought it was your turn because I told about San Juan.
Fine. So, in Aruba, there is a situation going on with UTVs. And I don't want to get too much into it, but in what my beliefs are. But specifically this week, I wasn't very happy with the UTVs.
No, not at all.
Because a UTV hit our car. Our parked car. So we're fine. Nothing happened to us. Only the car got into an accident. I was working and the car was parked outside of work. And then they call me and they're like, dude, I got bad news. And I'm like, what? They hit your car. I'm like, you're joking. And they're like, no. So I had to go back to the office, and it was true. A freaking UTV just lost control and just rammed into my car. Our car.
All because it rained a little bit and people step on the gas too much and lose control. Very ridiculous.
I think I'm gonna put pictures on.
Yeah. View the car here.
And what else happened this week? Oh, the World Cup, if you're into football. And many people who are not into football are into football during the World Cup. So the World Cup is going on, and Curacao, our sister island, is, or should I say, was in it.
Just got booted out yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah. Which was bittersweet. I think everybody knew they weren't going to go all the way. But it was amazing that they made it there. And it was very inspiring, and seeing them get so excited when they made a goal and when they got 1 point in the point system. I'm learning about World Cup this year. This is my first year.
But talking about football itself, my goodness, we watched the games and it was like the most stressful thing that I've ever had to go through in life. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. But they're out now, so we're sad. But it's fine, it's Friday.
And we have one more big news that happened in Aruba this week. It wasn't really Aruba news, but Aruba got involved in it because Android decided to send out some text messages to people in Aruba stating that you might get an earthquake or a tsunami because Venezuela had an earthquake and an aftershock earthquake very close together that were above 7, and they were very bad for Venezuela, but Aruba didn't get anything.
So we did a video on it and saying a little bit about that, talking a little bit about that, because in fact many people got mostly Androids, because we have Apple phones and we didn't get anything. We didn't even know about it. Like, family from abroad called us.
Yeah, your
and they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, why? And there's an earthquake in Venezuela. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then we went and watched the news, and it was massive and very bad. Many buildings came down, and unfortunately, many people have lost their lives.
And are missing.
Correct. But yeah, the thing here in Aruba, we didn't feel anything at all. There wasn't any. I didn't feel any shaking or any alert for tsunamis or anything like that from an official Aruban source. So Aruba is fine.
Yes.
All right? And I wanted to make that clear because maybe out there, you know, you have family members that are vacationing in Aruba, and then other people get notifications out there in the world, and they're like, oh my goodness, my family is in Aruba. Are you guys fine? Aruba is fine.
We didn't have any repercussions from Venezuela's earthquakes.
No. But with that, we gotta say that we extend our condolences to the families that lost family members, and it's tragic, you know.
Yeah, we're definitely praying for all those people, and it's just awful what everybody's going through over there.
That is true. So that's been the week here in Aruba. Hopefully it gets better, and like we said before, we're gonna try and do as many of these island time segments as we can, but it's gonna slow down a little bit, all right? But that does not mean that the quiz go away. The Aruba quiz to learn and to participate to win a free trip to Aruba still goes on, and whoever participates and gets the correct answer in the comments, your names are still going on or going into the Island Time Cooler, which is later we're gonna pick one name and you win a free trip to Aruba. So that still goes on, just not on Island Time. Just they're gonna go in there.
I agree.
Other than that, my friends, thank you for watching this episode once again. I wanna say hello and thank you to people out there. They have been saying, like, people I actually see, you know, hey, the thing that you do there is pretty cool and all that, and I'm like, oh, thank you. They actually watch it. So some are colleagues, some are colleagues from other companies and things like that around the island of Aruba. But they know that we do a show, and we are very glad about that. So keep watching. Thanks for watching. And I guess we'll see you in the next episode. Peace and love.
Okay, bye. Did you want to say anything? No?